Peace and blessings, family. This is Brother Mike X. Welcome to another clip on my YouTube channel, Brother Mike X Speaks. Tonight, I just want to talk to you about the salvation of our people, black people. There's a trend, stand your ground, there's a trend where it seems like more and more of our brothers and sisters, young people are being shot down and killed, particularly by white people. And, they're using, a law called stand your ground, as a pretext, to be able to, get away with that murder. And one of the things that they're using is the stereotypical image that has been put out there before the world that, black people, particularly our youth, are up to no good, juvenile delinquents, criminals, savages, you know what I mean? And so, and that has been depicted to the world, through the media, through the newspapers, through the news programs, through the movies, to the shows that come on TV like Cops, you know what I mean? Bad boys, what you gonna do, and we sit there and we consume this stuff and the world consumes it, you know what I mean? And what it does is, like I said, it portrays us as, to the world. It helps to create an image of black people, that we are savages, criminals, juvenile delinquents, malcontents, and what, out of control, and what do you do? What do you do with an animal, that has broken free, from the zoo, that's roaming about, amongst the populace, out of control? What do? They put those animals down, usually. They shoot and kill those animals, so it is a dangerous image, for us to allow, to continue to be brought forth and put before the world, that we are, savages, animals, juvenile delinquents, malcontents, unable, to live, within a society peacefully and harmoniously. You know what I mean? One of my close friends, on Facebook, and I know this particular person because I've spoken to them, outside of Facebook. And I believe this person's heart is in the right place. Ask the question like, that it's been said that, we'll never be able to get justice and get respect from the outside until we begin to show each other justice and respect from the inside. And this particular friend, put like, why the hell would we want their respect anyway? It's not about wanting their respect. It's about knowing and believing that no one will ever treat us better than we treat ourselves. If we show to the world, because, black on black violence is out of control. We absolutely, positively have collectively, on a collective level, have a very low value, for black life. And that's within us. We don't value black life. We don't treat each other with love and respect, and appreciation. We don't get along. We haven't learned to show and practice, to ourselves, much less the world, that we love each other, that we got each other's back. That we can be a united and organized community. That is capable of going for self, that is capable of using that unity and that organization to gain political power. To where we can, rank, strongly within the political system of this country, that we can use our unity and our organization, to become economically empowered, to where we can take control over the businesses in our own community and run these businesses, giving ourselves not only the goods and services that we need the most, but also the opportunity for employment of ourselves, the opportunity to circulate the money in our community, to feed it into the businesses in our community that we own and that we control. And so that money can grow, so that our economic foundation can grow and expand. You know what I mean? To not only where we can supply jobs, to ourselves, but we can also use that economic circulation of money to be able to get something back from the businesses that we own, so where we can fund our own community improvement projects without having to go to outside philanthropic sources, that we already know don't want to see a self-sustaining Black community. Why would we leave ourselves in a position where we are the number one killers of ourselves? Yeah, we've been brainwashed, and yeah, we've been taught to hate ourselves, and we already know that. But the fact remains that we don't value Black life. We don't value Black life across the board. Whatever city you want to go to, whatever urban area you want to go to, we are absolutely the number one disrespecters and hurters. Hurt is not actually a word, but we absolutely are the number one disrespecters, damagers. You know what I mean? We mess ourselves up. We kill each other at the drop of a dime. We carry so much self-hatred, so much ignorance. You know what I mean? That we absolutely explode it upon one another. You know what I mean? Destroying each other, showing to the world that we hate each other. So why would we expect the world to treat us any better than what we're treating ourselves? So what are you saying, brother Mike? We should just, let police brutality go unchecked? That we should just let, the explosion of white people, taking it upon themselves to stand their ground and kill us, that we shouldn't even speak about that? No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that we will never, ever, ever, ever be able to compel anyone outside of the family to show more respect for the family than we are showing for the family. So most of the work that we have to do has to be amongst ourselves. We have to somehow regain a sense of dignity, a sense of integrity, some type of self-pride, some type of self-worth, you know what I mean, to begin to recognize and practice within the family, within the Black community, that we are a valuable, part of humanity. And we know how to unite and organize ourselves and use the power that comes from unity and organization to take care of our own needs, wants, and concerns. And that we have learned how, looking at other communities and other entities, we know how to use political power, to elect our own representatives or use our political power for or against other representatives that might be in office, at the time being. That we're learning how to unite and to organize and to build political power and to wield it, to put the type of people in office that will fight on those local, city, state, and federal levels. You know what I mean? To do right by us. And we will use our political clout to either help you or go against you based upon how you begin to treat us, because we finally awakened and know what we have to be doing within this structure. To unite, show other people, prove it to ourselves and show other people that we will begin to form the type of economic blocks, BLOC, blocks. A block is an organized group of people united for a common purpose. That we will unite and organize ourselves economically, and we will use the power of our dollar to begin to open up our own businesses, that we can flood our dollars into. And whatever other business that we decide to let stay, because check the other communities, the Jewish community don't let no black businesses be put up in their communities. Italian, they don't let black businesses come into theirs. Chinatown, they don't let black businesses. But check our setup. Every single business, 99.9% or more of the businesses in our community, owned and controlled by outsiders who take our dollars outside of the community to improve their neighborhoods, to build their empires, to send back overseas, you know what I mean, to the places that they come from, to build that up, while the community that they're sucking the dollars out of, you know, turns into, you know, deteriorates, you know, turns into a war-torn looking, you know what I mean, craziness, you know what I mean, because we're allowing the dollars, because we haven't united as an economic bloc, as a political bloc, as a group of people, you know, the dollars get sucked out. We need to pool our dollars together and use them through our unity and our organization to build our own businesses, like I said earlier. We need to be able to represent the type of social power and togetherness that will prove to other people that we love each other. And you will not tread on us without there being a consequence. If you look at the Jewish community, and I say it again, you know, they have political power. They have economic power. They own and control everything in their community. They have their own schools. They have their own security force. They have their own EMS, emergency medical services. And not only do they have all of that, they have social power. They are together. No Jew would be allowed to exist within the Jewish community and go contrary to what is best, you know what I mean, for that Jewish community and be allowed to stay. You know what I mean? So they stick together socially. They're together politically. They're together economically, and they're together socially. They are united and organized. You know what I mean? They will hurt you politically. They will hurt you economically. And if you mess with one of them, you got to mess with them all. They will hurt you through their collective social might. So what's up with us? What's up with us? When are we going to get the message? You know what I mean? That we have to absolutely stop hurting and killing and maiming and showing to the world that we hate each other and that we can't get our act together. We got to stop showing that image to the world. We got to stop allowing that image, you know what I mean, to be broadcast all around the world. It puts a target on your back. It shows anybody who would, you know what I mean, that there's a dangerous animal on the loose. And if we're not careful, and if we don't find a way to get rid of this animal can hurt me or hurt somebody I love. So we got to get rid of those people over there. You know what I mean? So, yo, family, yo, having said that, you know, I say peace and blessings to you, family. I hope that you can get past your emotions and look at it from a practical point of view and recognize, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's wrong. That's what's being done to us from the outside. But what's being done to us from the outside is taking its cue from what we're doing to ourselves on the inside. And as long as we show no respect for each other, it opens the way for others to show no respect for us. So we need some dynamic local leadership. We need local brothers and sisters, you know, who stand up from the strength of their convictions and begin to beat this drum, you know, to say, yo, let's start loving each other so that we can do what we need to do for ourselves. You know what I mean? And stop allowing, you know, other people to take advantage of our powerlessness. You know what I mean? So peace and blessings to you, family. Peace and blessings, man.